Good afternoon, everyone. We're having a Transportation Tuesday abroad, and we are going to talk about all of the many ways that you cannot drive when you're in Europe. There's so many ways to get around: trams, trains, buses, boats, ferries, you name it, that there really is no reason to drive, particularly in Europe, particularly when you are in a major metropolitan area. So what is it about getting around this area? Let me tell you how to get around Central Europe without a car. It's really not that hard. Join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone as I try to explain some of the ways to get around. Now, we were in Bratislava. We visited Trnava and Vienna. Other popular day trips from Bratislava and Vienna are Nitra and Győr, and all of these are reachable by public transportation. Now, in Bratislava, there were trams, buses, ferries, all kinds of ways to get around. And you never knew where you were going to go. There was a tunnel directly under the castle there in Bratislava, and at least 2 of the trams, sometimes 3, used that tunnel to get back and forth across town. Pretty much no matter where you were, on a bridge, up at the castle, anywhere, you saw the trams going by, and a lot of them went along the waterfront, which is one of the best parts of town. There was one that went across a bridge from Old Town to the newer town. There were trams that dropped you just outside of the ancient Old Town area, so you could go down there and walk around. It's a pedestrian area. You weren't going to drive anyway. And every bus, every tram has markings on it for whether or not you can take your stroller, your bike, or whatever along. Now, on our day trip to Vienna, we took the subway. Vienna has a subway. It is underground. It also comes up above ground, depending on where you are in town. It's clearly marked, goes all over town. You can take it down to the main tourist areas, take it out to catch the ferry on the waterfront, take it out to the Solnbrunn Palace, anywhere you want to go. We took it out to ride the Ferris wheel at De Prater. So, you can catch it anywhere around. And the nice thing about trams, buses, subways, all of these things is whenever you're in a city, you can just buy a pass for multiple days to get around. Another way to get around is by boat. There's about 1 million boat tours in Bratislava you can take. There's also a ferry that runs between Bratislava and Vienna, if you so choose, to get around that way from city to city. It's easy to find a boat, and a lot of people just come on a cruise. You can even stay on a boat if you like. But no matter how you choose to get around the city, whether it might even be a little tourist train bus thing over there, or you can take a tram or a city bus, they're all electric in Bratislava. There are a ton of ways to get around. You can take a tour in an old car, you can rent a motorbike, you can even go by horse and carriage, especially over in Vienna. So you're never at a loss for ways to get around without driving. Now, why wouldn't you drive? Well, there's a whole lot of reasons. Traffic, the cost, the aggravation, and just the inability to see the world around you while you travel. But that is not all. If you want to go visit another city, you're going to find yourself checking out the local train station. All the public transportation goes there, so you can definitely go and catch a train to someplace like Trnava and then catch a bus outside to go where you want. Although their old town is just across the street, you really don't need to take a bus to it. But no matter where you go, Vienna is where we flew in and out of, and they have an expensive commuter train that goes from the airport to the middle of town, but their train system also has a shuttle for far less that goes straight from the train station out to the airport. Now, going back and forth between Bratislava and Vienna is kind of interesting because you have a number of trains. You have the Austrian trains, you also have the Slovakian trains, you have commuter trains, and you have ticketed trains. So there's a lot of ways to get back and forth. You have to check the schedule for the way you wish to go between those two countries. The train station over in Bratislava is a lot less fancy than the one in Vienna. But then again, Vienna is a big place and has a lot going on. Bratislava is smaller, more casual, a lot more laid back. But the trains, they are adorable. They have some with multiple levels. There's an upstairs, a downstairs, a central part. You'll find normally there's a lot of trains in a train station all at the same time. So you've got to really pay attention. Make sure you get on the one you're looking for. Go to a ticket agent and ask any questions, and they'll tell you what to do, when and where to do it. But one of the things you get taking a train that you never get when you're driving is you get to kind of take in the view. I mean, going across the Austrian countryside here and looking at the wind turbines and the old factories and the farms, or going through the city, getting in and out, looking at the high rises and the wild trains crossing the rivers. It's something you really don't get when you're driving. When you're driving, hopefully you're concentrating on the road. So what can I say? There's a lot of ways to get around, and a lot of the time it's very inexpensive. It's like less than $20 to go to Vienna. It's $4 to go from their train station out to the airport. It was 20-something euros for a week of public transportation here in Bratislava. It's not expensive. Even when we took a boat cruise up to see castle ruins, it only cost us about 30 euros. It was a great thing. People who come in on the cruise ships, they don't have cars. They get around just fine. Normally that's by a tour bus, but to be fair, they don't have to. And like I said, you can catch these trams, the local buses, which we took up to the TV tower, and a few other places, the trams we took over the rest of town. So no matter how you choose to get around, I don't really advocate these little things, but they're cute. I had to put them in there. Just remember that not driving saves you money, saves you aggravation, puts you in a lot of safety, and you get to see so much more.